we're here at one of my favourite places in the world, the paddock at Le Mans, the mecca for petrol heads. And I brought a very naughty car to play with. No, it's not that Ferrari, no, it's not that Lamborghini, but it's this. It's a Ford Mustang Boss 302. Oh, it's going to be a good day.
Yes, I get to razz this most driver-focused of Mustangs around one of the most famous tracks on the planet. I can't wait. Also, Tiff and rally legend Mark Higgins do battle in the two hottest hatches of the year.
A bit frisky.
And Johnny embarks on an epic journey in the most unlikely of cars, a Lada.
Oh, yeah!
But without further ado, some introductions.
So this is the Boss 302, a souped-up Ford Mustang that owes more to a race car than it does a road car. And there's only one place to test racing Fords, its spiritual home, Le Mans.
The famous Ford GT40, designed in Slough, no less, won the iconic 24-hour race 4 times on the trot in the late 60s. It embarrassed Ferraris and created a legend. My tribute started at an ungodly hour.
Having an alarm go off at 5 a.m. is never a nice thing, but when you're driving that little puppy to Le Mans, well, it's not too bad, is it? I was really surprised at how relaxing that car was. But on the auto route, doing 70 miles an hour in 6th gear, and it is unbelievably quiet. It just purred along effortlessly. It was a real joy. I'm sure the police would say the same thing too. This car loves revs. I wasn't shy in dropping it down the box and just playing with the revs at the top end. It's 0 to 60 in 5 seconds, and you can really feel that. Got a top speed of 155, limited. But to be honest with you, I wouldn't like to do too much more than 155 because at the higher speeds, shall we say, the bonnet was beginning to lift a little bit.
Such enthusiastic driving does affect the fuel economy.
I was quite surprised, though, how often I had to stop for fuel. 150 miles on a tank full, tedious. Juice gone, evaporated.
So we're halfway down. I've stopped for a little amuse-bouche and to admire the profile of this car, which is just so horny looking. It's fantastic. Unfortunately, though, the interior is a bit bland and it doesn't make you feel that special when you're inside it. And also, don't forget, it's left-hand drive. It's an import only and can be had for around £42,000. The Mustang devoured the next 100 miles, and then, oh yes, welcome to Le Mans.
I've never been here when the circuit hasn't had the 24-hour race. And then in typical French style, we just pretty much got waved onto the circuit and off I trotted. So here we are, the pit straight at Le Mans. Wowee. The track performance was good. It just sort of relied on the grunt, really, to get you out of the corners. 45 years after Ford first vanquished a Ferrari at Le Mans, I'm about to do the same. Just teeing him up nicely. Oh, yes. Reeling him in. And off I go. Now, flat out, this is a race against me and a 993 911. We go, and do you know what? I'm going to have a Ferrari 308 while I'm at it. It's all brawn, without a doubt. There's not a massive amount of finesse going on. That car is not a novice machine because it is just a bit too unpredictable, and there's so much weight going on that you can't really throw it into a corner and make it dance with precision. You have to wrestle with it a bit. I have had a hoot of a day. A fabulous road trip down to Le Mans in a very comfortable cruiser. Some laps around the track where I've got a bit leery. I've got a drag race going on with a 911. I've got to win. But by European standards, this car is still a way off. But it is the best American muscle car I've driven to date. Right. Right, now it's time for a team test, the part of the show where we all get together and stick our two penneth in.
Today's team test is the latest Mercedes-Benz SLK, the third generation of the coupe with a clever folding hardtop roof.
Previous one was prettier in my book.
But what about this grille? That's a bit over the top, isn't
Well,
it?
this is the Bobby Ewing spec. Massive badge.
Johnny got a bit excited about the big three-pointed star badge, which is apparently the new corporate image, but it just looked too big to me.
Let's be practical about the boot space. Always important.
That's really big for a sports car.
Roof's up, though, but when you have the roof down... And let's get the roof down.
fetch.
Vic's getting...
So that's neat.
Lots of nice brushed aluminium and leather.
The interior uses a lot of the switch gear from the C-Class, the E-Class.
Why do they do that? Why not give the SLK its own buttons?
A sports car is supposed to be sporty. If you're just borrowing all the switches from your average saloon range, it kind of doesn't make you feel like you want to buy it.
So I decided to take poor little Johnny on an adventure.
Vicky was chucking it around a little bit.
Sugar plum fairy.
Johnny, sweetheart!
I did the international sign of panic then. It's over 1.4 tons.
It feels it. I turn it in and
It's scrabbling away.
it's just very remote. I'm not feeling the tyres on the tips of my fingers. It is a sports car. It's supposed to be alive and fun, and it wasn't. The special feature that I thought I might be impressed by was the Perspex wind deflectors. And my hair seems to be all over my face. Let me see if I can... Those things did absolutely naff all to protect the wind from making my hair go all over the shop.
There's a little heater outlet which is about there on you, just on the start of the headrest. And if I put it on, it pipes hot air right up to the back of your neck.
OK, put it on, Johnny.
OK, hang on.
I mean, surely you could just blow on my neck and that'd be a load of hot air.
Do you actually want me to blow on your neck?
No. It actually smelt like burning hair after a while.
It's like a hairdryer under a duvet
Yeah.
that's been left on.
That's not right, is it?
I thought they probably needed cooling off afterwards, so we got the old hoses out. We sprayed with the fireman's hose, really, just to make sure how good those seals were in that folding hardtop.
Johnny, go slightly more forward so that if the glass breaks, you get it in the face.
I made you jump. More? Give me some more!
It's definitely moved
Down that boot line!
to the top of the window.
Hit the cracks! Hit the cracks!
You can feel the pressure of that hose.
That's it, go on!
It's like a really enthusiastic Lithuanian car wash.
More! Give it more!
So, isn't it?
Two's gone more.
Go!
That was a definite spurt on the back of my neck.
Johnny?
See if I
You get wet, Johnny?
Yeah, just a couple of droplets.
It survived the test.
Yeah, I'd say that was pretty remarkable. You're not going to get rain now.
Jolly
No.
good.
But despite the roof's excellent build quality, the SLK just isn't enough fun to drive. Marks out of 10 for new SLK, a very average 5.
I'm going to give the SLK a 6.
I have been harsh on these tests in the past, and it's staying that way. I'm afraid, Merc. I love your saloons. I don't like your SLK.
The tame and uninspiring performance from Mercedes gives the SLK a team test score of 16 out of 30.
And now it's time for a reminder of our fantastic competition. We're giving you the chance to win a mega luxurious Range Rover Vogue, as well as up to £1,000 towards your insurance, courtesy of elephant.co.uk. This 2003 model comes fully loaded, leather seats, climate control, even a heated steering wheel. And soon it could be yours. For a chance to win, all you need to do is answer the following question correctly. Which of the following describes a car with four-wheel drive? Is it A, 1x1, B, 2x2, or C, 4x4? To enter, text A, B or C to 85559 or call 0904 1611 555. Or you can send your answer, name and phone number to 5th Gear 1, PO Box 7557, Derby DE1 0NP. Calls cost £1.53 from a BT landline. Calls from other networks may vary and from mobiles will cost considerably more. Text cost £1.50 plus one message at standard network rate. For rules, go to channel5.com/win. Lines close at midday on Friday the 28th of October and 3 days later for postal entries. Good luck. Still to come, a larder on a mission.
I'm going to reach the summit.
And a hot hat showdown with Tiff and rally ace Mark Higgins.
Welcome back to Fifth Gear at Le Mans. Now, you don't always need a circuit and the needle buried in the red line to have some fun. Sometimes all you require is a field and first gear, as Johnny is about to prove.
I'm going to try and drive the entire width of England using as few roads as I possibly can.
Why? Because I reckon it's possible to drive coast to coast, avoiding boring motorways and A roads entirely. Starting here in St Bees in Cumbria, I'm going to travel to Robin Hood's Bay near Whitby, sticking to green lanes as much as possible, the unpaved tracks that you're legally allowed to drive along. This epic 2-day, 150-mile challenge will take me on the remotest driving terrain that England has to offer.
Naturally, I'll be doing it in something brand new and four-wheel drive, but not what you might class as cutting edge. I'll be doing it in a Lada.
A brand new Niva, to be precise, with a bomb-proof reputation. They've been making these in Russia since the late 70s, but haven't been sold in the UK since 1997, until now.
It's actually quite nippy. Little 1.7, 80 horses.
A specialist importer will sell you a new one today for just 11 grand. This trip will be a stern test and help me decide if the Niva's a cut-price hero or a useless old relic.
There's a hole in the dash which is the same shape as a radio, but it's not a radio, it's a hole.
The challenge began with an immediate test of my off-roading skills.
I'm never going to get round there. Already, I'm holding up road users.
The Lada's 0 to 60 time is suitably Cold War, taking nearly 18 seconds. But that's no issue. On unsurfaced routes like this, the recommended speed limit is 12 miles an hour.
This is public highway, just not the sort of public highway that most people use during an average day. This is great. There's some hill walkers there that are looking a little bit surprised. Oh, there's some big ruts.
What the Lada lacks in luxury, it makes up for with essential off-road tools, like a low-ratio gearbox and diff locks for better traction.
It's just cruising, absolutely cruising up here. It's not even breaking into a Soviet sweat.
Green lane number 2 brought a new hazard.
My first water crossing of the trip. I don't really know how deep it's going to be. It already says unsuitable for motor vehicles. Stay at a consistent speed. I can feel all the water underneath me. Oh, we've made it!
The Niva was coping impressively, but to get the most out of the car, I decided to familiarise myself with the finer points of the handbook.
Chapter 1, doors. Pull up the handle to open the door from the outside. And there's a diagram. Fresh air can enter the vehicle through the windows if the glass is lowered.
With such technology, it was no wonder the ruts and ridges of the Lake District had been conquered. But now, the Niva faced an even tougher test, a daunting uphill climb that would lead me through to the North Pennines and County Durham.
Oh, there's some big boulders now. Oh, sugar. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Oh, massive ruts, which I don't want to hit. Oh, I like that one.
Our 2.5-ton Land Rover Discovery camera car grounded out. The Niva, which weighs half of that, soldiered on.
Yeah! Oh, yeah! Oh! I'm like a mountain goat in this thing. I'm going to reach the summit. Yes! I've done it! Woo! There's some goats. Hey, how cool was that? I tell you what, lightness counts.
Day 1 was complete. Day 2 began with a problem.
That's quite large, isn't it?
Fortunately, 2 members of the Green Laning Association came to my rescue.
Crikey, is that a knife? I think I'm going to walk this way.
The Niva's 1.7 petrol engine does 33 to the gallon, but for £500 you can have LPG fitted and benefit from half-price fuel. Is there a cheaper way of tackling the Yorkshire Dales in a car? I don't think so.
Getting a bit of a lean on. The track's really fallen away from you now. You've got to worry that you don't graze the belly too much, although this has got a sump shield as standard. And there it is, and there, and there, and there. Oh, what a way to spend a weekend. Fetch me the next obstacle.
Dales done. Next, it was a dash through the North York moors and one last green lane before the finish line. And it was a wet one.
I'm now driving along a riverbed, albeit a rocky, quite shallow river. It's still a river, and it's totally legal, and it excites me a lot.
I travelled on the most secret, yet arguably best roads in Britain, in a car whose only optional extra is a snowplough.
Never been to Robin Hood Bay before. Did Robin Hood really come here? I doubt it.
The Niva passed its test with flying colours. It had been brilliant.
That's the cheapest brand new 4x4 on sale in Britain. And probably the best.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, I give you some pure, unadulterated, licence-losing speed. Mr. Tiff Needell.
Earlier this year, we tested 2 cars that redefined the hot hatch. The BMW 1 Series M Coupe and the Audi RS3. Both have an incredible 335 brake horsepower and both cost an equally incredible £40,000. The time has come to pit them head to head. It's going to be the hot hatch battle of the year, and I've brought a driving hero here to help me suss it out. Triple British Rally champion Mark Higgins. Mark is a rally superstar. Not only did he break the 4-wheel lap record around the fearsome Isle of Man TT circuit this summer, he also became an international cult hero in the process. This amazing video of him heroically avoiding a 150-mile-an-hour crash went viral, and it still makes me wince.
Did you think you were going to ever get it back?
No, I thought I was going to die. I think when it went the first time, we got off a chance then to really kick back hard on the left-hander. And it was at that point, it was 50-50. We're going to get away with this one or we're going to end up in the wall. So thankfully, it worked out right for us.
So here today we've got this Audi and the BMW. Which would you pick to be the fastest, do you reckon?
I don't know about the fastest. I mean, obviously, when you've got a 4-wheel drive system, there's a lot more weight involved. The BM's a real pretty little thing. I think it's going to be really good fun, rear-wheel drive. But it'll be interesting.
Well, let's see what you can do with the new Audi RS3.
Before we let Mark loose against the clock, it was time for some practice so he could get a feel for the car and the circuit.
Oh, that's a nice curve.
You're not supposed to go over the curve.
Got to go over the curve.
Do you need me to read pace notes now or what? Sharp right, 90 right. So you've got a little bit of what one might call understeer going on here, Mark.
It's pretty chronic, to be honest. A lot of understeer, but you know we're talking about a racetrack, and I think when you're driving it on the roads, it's going to be a different animal altogether.
Sharp left.
We'll use the handbrake here.
Already?
We've got to get it around the corner.
Oh, no.
I'm cramping in my leg.
I'm not doing massages. Like it or not, Mark, you're going to have to do a time lap. 3, 2, 1, start the clock.
I think the feature that stood out more than anything else for the Audi really was the understeer we picked up, which gradually seemed to get worse as we put more heat into the tyres.
We're in trouble. Oh, way too quick.
And no matter what we tried to do with the car by, being very aggressive with it, it was always going to go into understeer.
He's on the curves, he's on everything. And we head for the line. Come on. 1 minute, 44.8 seconds.
It was a respectable time, but now it was my turn in the BMW.
Right, then, Mark, eh? Rear-wheel drive now, you see. Same power, same torque. Not so much traction now. That's a bit frisky.
You ran out of talent halfway around there, didn't you?
Cold tires.
The BMW definitely suited Tiff. He's not afraid, and he's only happy when he's going sideways.
Oh, is that what rally drivers do?
A proper hooligan's fun car.
And big. Don't swear on television, Mike. Your mother wouldn't like it.
The fun time's over.
A neat lap time, 1 minute 44.8 to beat as we start it now. Just a glaze of the brakes and in on the power. Get that apex third and power it out. The gooseneck.
Let's see how you cope with this.
Lick it.
No handbrake. Oh, good drive out of there. Boys, very neat.
I can be neat. People don't believe it. 1 minute 44.8 to beat.
Ooh. 141.9.
41.9. That's 2.9 seconds faster.
Yeah, that's a big difference, isn't it?
So which car would you like to go home in then?
I don't think you have to ask that one, really.
It's the BMW.
I'm afraid so.
Next time on Fifth Gear, I burn through Italy's snowy mountains in Mini's brand new coupe.
Cheeky little fella.
And Tiff's in Lamborghini's latest hypercar, the awe-inspiring Aventador.
Faster and faster.
Here's your last chance to enter our competition where you could win this superb 2003 Range Rover Vogue, as well as up to £1,000 towards your insurance courtesy of elephant.co.uk. For your chance to win, just answer the following question correctly. Which of the following describes a car with four-wheel drive? Is it A, 1x1, B, 2x2, or C, 4x4? Lines close at midday on Friday the 28th of October and 3 days later for postal entries. Good luck.
Well, it's eviction night, but who's going to go? Jem the Geordie, Posh Boy, or the villain? Don't miss all the action from the Big Brother house tonight at 9. And things get hot for the Ice Ray Truckers as they hit the deadliest roads in their new series, starting next.